Deep belly breaths. We're under the tree. So chill, so blessed, so divinely protected. It doesn't become easier, but you just get more information and you adapt by generating more possibilities to change trajectories. And there's a few realizations that I got about loneliness. New ones, because I've created many videos about it. Isolation is something that is so profound and so valuable that it organically comes with a balanced, corresponding value of breaking you in so many ways. It is so painful. I don't know if there definitely are things more painful than loneliness, but I choose to live my life intentionally with the realization that I'm responsible to take advantage or to neglect the cards that I've been given. I choose the response to the circumstances, and I'm responsible for creating possibilities to generate other trajectories and other doors to open up. It requires a lot of silence, and the silence is what I want to talk about today. Real, true evolution is created through subtraction rather than adding on. So my question to you is, why then do you fear when things are taken away from you? Letting go of something happens, it makes you feel so unsafe. Which part of you wants to speak in this silence? And which part of you are you so afraid of listening to? Why is it so terrifying when this subtraction happens? I want to invite you to see how blessed you are, how lucky you are, and how big of an advantage it is that you've been ostracized from every worldly distraction. And you've been placed in these specific circumstances and environments that force you to isolate, contemplate, analyze, crash out, burn out, work, think, and feel all alone. The wonderful thing about it is that, you know how they say the most beautiful things aren't aware of how beautiful they are? The most useful moments in your life, the most valuable periods, are the darkest, the most silent, the most quiet ones. And it's just wonderful how we fear them so much. We want to escape them. We are almost wired to resist and avoid silence. And I feel like that's been done on purpose through food, through programming, through media, through anything that's stimulating. And it's been done so repetitively that it's physiologically automatic for us to avoid pauses and silent and slow-paced periods of reflection, something that challenges you to just observe. We avoid these periods, we avoid these fragments in our life, or even ads, like you can't even sit and just breathe for a second when you get an ad on your phone. It's a period of silence, a period of complete subtraction of things that you desire, things that are natural to want. It's not bad to crave love and attention, which is also another side of the coin. It's been demonized like, no, you're not supposed to be lonely. You are meant to be lonely right now, but it's so normal that your heart craves to be seen. It's about your choice and your response to the subtraction, blessing of removing what isn't working so that you give yourself permission to try a new strategy, to discover something that might work better, to create a new trajectory. It's about discovering how that is a blessing. True freedom in the doors of advantage of this loneliness open when you view this as a moment of tranquility and peace where it's been gifted to you. Because your trajectory is so special that you were placed in a position where anything that could alter this trajectory is simply not there. The only thing you have to deal with now in this place is just your own thoughts and your own actions. And it might be even more difficult because, as I said, people can't deal with this stillness. It's about viewing this stillness as a profound period of blessing. It is the darkest, it is the most silent. You can't even hear your own thoughts. Just like in Islam, there is this darkest part of the night right before Fajr, right before the morning prayer, right before dawn, right before the sun comes out. It's the concentration of darkness, the concentration of stillness and quiet. There is nothing, you can't even hear your own thoughts. It's just so silent. And it's believed to be the most profound period of the night, the closest to God, the closest to your subconscious. It's so still and just so nothing that it becomes everything. It becomes a plate of opportunity, a plate of creativity. And we're just trained to avoid it, as I said, through constant stimulation and through constant fear of a thought appearing. You are so lucky to be completely isolated. Like this darkest part of the night, it's just like a little tiny part of the day. You are so special. Your purpose, your mission, whatever you're meant to do, your character, whoever you're meant to become in your unique trajectory is so important that this variation of this darkest part, the most silent, the most quiet period, was placed in your life for a very long time so that you can create on it. It's a long period for you to analyze and create and learn and just never stop asking questions and discover and become and take responsibility and just absorb this stillness, absorb everything that's in this stillness and express into it and pray into it and communicate with God through it. It's just so wonderful. Like, I want to cry. Oh, wow. Did not expect that. That's not even me. That's like my body. Wow. Ooh, I might just cry. If it's so hard to place your values and morals in this packaged set of working and validated beliefs, then imagine how difficult it will be with all these distractions in your life. And we constantly ask, why are we so lonely? Like, what is wrong with me? And I understand it fully. Like, I ask myself this daily. I'm a human being. I'm not hyper mindful, hyper conscious, constantly meditating. Like, the most frequently asked question, probably, maybe not most, but I get it very often. How do I meditate? I barely meditate, which means I literally constantly meditate. That is a bird chasing another bird. They hang out and I have no one to hang out with. Literally reframe your thoughts, reframe your weaknesses. This is the literal moment where I am responsible because no one else is involved. I'm not distracted. Literally, I'm the only moving variable in this equation. And I'm placed in a position of this like super concentrated stillness where I need to say, wow, it's such a gift. Even these birds are distracted with each other, but I've been placed here, just me and the connection to the most hyper wise consciousness, the creator of all things. How much of a gift it is. The automatic response is to be like, to feel sorry for yourself. Like, these birds are flying together. And I am here alone, flapping their wings in the sky, frolicking through the fields, spending their day together, enjoying their bird responsibilities, sharing their struggles with each other, and I am just here talking to my screen. Also, I think part of this accepting and flipping the journey which your mind travels to act on thoughts, it is understanding that defeat or the failure or something that exits your life is absolutely not a failure in its core. And it's not a magical way of reframing failures to view them as opportunities. Not even that. It's super rational. Business people, if they're good coaches, if they're good strategists, they will tell you to your face, I don't want to make it harder for us. Let's just make this journey easier. In order for this business strategy to succeed, you will need to fail as many times as possible, as fast as possible. So don't just prepare for the failure. Don't even look at it as failure, because failure would be completely closing the business, or not even looking in the direction of creating anything. This is an inevitable part of the win, and collect as many of them as you can to learn as much as you can, as fast as you can. Because the faster you go through these fails and learn from them and absorb all the knowledge that's there, the faster you will get to the result, which you view as a win. But all of it is actually a win. So what I'm saying is, an actionable step to reframe your weak validated beliefs is to stop viewing slow-paced periods of silence and concentrated stillness as defeat. Even if something was subtracted from your life, it is a very purposeful moment of God conspiring to help you remove things that are not working. Just like a failed business strategy. You need to fail as fast as possible, as many times as possible, so that you can get to the desired result faster. It's just infinite protection. It's just so good for you. So good. Everything is in your perspective. It is very simple. It is repeating all of these truths again and again until it clicks. I really hope that this nature-filled, hyper-authentic, super cosmically real Liza Bashkova stream of expression was helpful, and you ask yourself some questions, and it guided you to your own realizations. Because I feel like when someone doesn't tell you straight up and just come to it through someone's thoughts, like almost, it's like manipulation, you know? It's a manipulation tactic, subconscious. I think I'm unconsciously very good in manipulating people because I'm just so real in it. Know how my mind thinks, so I subconsciously already use it on your mind. I never use it consciously to do good even. So I obviously don't use it consciously to do bad to people. But yeah, I'm just grateful that I unconsciously manipulate you into profound realizations to improve your life. It's just a gift of mine. I don't know. But yeah, just asking questions in a way that lead you to accepting the truth in your own pace, in your own way, with your own thoughts, as if you came up with the realization. But that was my objective, to help you realize it. So it wasn't your you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I have an objective when I create this video, to bring you some sort of a message, but in order for it to work more effectively and actually be absorbed by you, I have a specific way of delivering it so that it's not pushy. Because what I find with most creators, like, you know, the manifestation and self-improvement content, it's very, I mean, sometimes it's effective. I've heard people say that it's very, very effective where it's delivered to provoke you, to spark like an emotion of missing out and being unaware of something. It's more aggressive and emotional. It's more like intense, but I just can't watch it. I don't know. I literally can't. I can't resonate with 90% of all these creators that have similar content to me, unfortunately. That's why, you know, again, the circle is super tight. But that's a blessing. Yeah, some people have told me that they appreciate my content for this specific way of delivery. Some people told me that, nuh-uh. All these other creators, they're wonderful. They've been helping them so much. And like, okay, just not me. Just, I can't relate to that. I don't see a grain of realness in that type of expression and delivery. But whatever works, you know, it's just not for my trajectory within my variables. So, yeah, it's okay. It's all good. It's all within the perfect timing. I could say that I cannot wait to, you know, live this vision of whatever I think is right for me. But at this point, I've been met with so many periods of concentrated silence before Fajr in order to inspire growth through subtraction, through removing what doesn't work, that I just don't even want to assume what is right for me or not. I just create what speaks to my heart. I'm literally doomed to be real. Like, I'm not even choosing this. This is just like grateful. Seriously, like, I'm just so lucky to be irrevocably real. Like, I cannot lie. I don't even want to say that. Like, maybe I'm like going to unmanifest my realness, you know, and become fake somehow. But like, I'm genuinely so grateful. I've been nerfed to succeed. I came up with this expression today. I'm nerfed to succeed. The win is coded in. There's no way for me to be not real. And that's why I'm seeing all this inevitable isolation around me and all this prolonged stillness. But just like nature works, it only means that it's going to balance itself out within perfect proportions, and it's going to be so good. And I can't even imagine how good it's going to be. But I will document it all, so enjoy this documentary of my life here. Don't even worry. We're going to film it all. We're going to think about it. We're going to write about it. We're going to gather all the people who have critical thinking still here, who are creative, who are ungoverned, decentralized, and free, okay? Whew, this was deep. Enjoy today.